The chili review. The chili review. Greetings, everyone. Friday. Beautiful. What a day. Got the day off. RDO. Big thumbs up. And what a better chance to get some reviews done. Catch up on a couple of things. Got a few pods to try and get through. Big day. I've got a couple of awesome pods here given to me by Dazza from Willie's Chilies. I've never had these particular ones ever before or grown them. I try and save seeds on them at the moment. I'm probably going to see if I can get some seeds just directly from Daz once I've done it. It just saves me trying to de-seed and just get the full flavour, I suppose, on these ones if I can. Tonight I've got the big Skirkermeisters coming over. Guys, just in the comments on this video today, if you can just send a little shout out to Skirks and tell him that you'd love to see him do a review tonight. Just get around it. Give him a bit of a pep up, bit of a confidence booster. He gets a little bit nervous sometimes with the chili reviews, which he shouldn't, because, you know, I never ever try and stitch him up, so he should always know that. But yeah, leave a comment down there if you'd like to see Skirks and myself do a review tonight on a very, very interesting, but yet, I think, tasteful chili, I should say. All right, without waffling on too much, guys, I'm going to get into it. So today, I'm going to do the Ají Rojo, a beautiful Peruvian chili from Peru. It's actually quite a nice size, length, not too rich. It's got a couple of nice little ridges. It's a capsaicin baccatum. So another sort of variety amongst the chilies out there. There's obviously the onions and also the capsaicin chinantes, which is ones I find them to be probably the most hottest. I've got an Ají White Fantasy out there. I don't know if it's too white though. I'm going to review that soon, but the Ají Fantasy or White Fantasy, that's the only baccatum I've ever grown so far. So I'm keen to grow some of these because I'm hearing they're real tasty. So that's the Ají Rojo. And I'm also going to do a double banger today, guys. This gnarly looking one, the Ají Colorado Orange. And that's a beautiful, I love the look of this pod. I definitely want some seeds of this one here and grow this, so I'm really keen to try them. I'll cut it down the middle and have a look inside it, guys, as I always try to do, and give you guys a look at the internals of the pod. As I'm cutting this now, its juice is just, you know, absolutely coming out everywhere. And, you know, this pod here, I got this pod last weekend, so it's still holding a lot of moisture inside, which is great. Without... Oh yeah, okay, got a nice smell to it, nice fruity smell. That's the internals, guys, a few seeds. In fact, while I am just in it, I suppose, I might just try and get a couple of them out. That way then I have got a couple of these seeds, because they look like they're relatively easy to get hold of. But I want to get the full flavour of the pod as well, so I'll just take a couple out there, and if I need any more, I'll see if Daz can help me out. But I might be able to get enough here to get some germination happening for next season, which... well, so far the weather's been great here down in Adelaide. And then moving forward though, winter won't be too far away. So the cooler weather, a lot of the chili plants aren't going to love it. And that's when they start to drop leaves and start to produce smaller pods and winter pods and things that don't turn out as well, or they stop producing altogether. But at the minute, we've had some cracker weather, you know, in the 30s still. My plants are thriving. We had a bit of rain last night as well, and now we've got beautiful blue sky. So what a great term autumn it's been so far. Guys, I'm just going to get into it. I got a few seeds out. I've kept majority of the internals in there, and there's still a heap of seeds in there. So let's have a go. The Ají Rojo. Good heat there. Juicy, real juicy. Real juicy. Pretty big pod, pretty medium walled, at least on the side of thick. Very much sort of similar to a cayenne pepper in some respects, for me, that one. It's got a burn, though. It's got a burn that's, it's a nice overall mouth burn. So, yeah, I'm definitely getting a nice peak on that one. I think the heat's probably, it comes at you kind of quite quick when you're chewing. But I reckon that's like, it gives everything it's got right at that point, because I feel already, while I've got a nice buzz on the lips, because there was quite a lot of juice, so it's juice right up, and the mouth is you know, quite warm. It's one of those real pleasant burns with quite a nice pleasant sort of flavour. Maybe not as maybe sweet as I was expecting on that one. Maybe not as yummy, I suppose, if that's lack of a better word. You know, sort of the flavour there may be lacking a tad in regards to probably what I was expecting, but I'm actually impressed with that burn. It's a really good burn, but it reminded me of quite a little bit like a cayenne pepper type sort of feel. Definitely be great in salads, in your noodle soups, wonton noodle soups for sure. You know, I just chop the whole item and just chuck it in there. That would just add that perfect amount of heat without overpowering the dish as well. Sometimes you can use too hot a chili on some of those sort of foods, and by the end of it, you're just trying to battle to get through the heat of it, because it's just, your mouth's on absolute fire. It's like you're drinking a lava soup. I've had that a couple of times, and I'll tell you what, it's full on. Heat out of 10, I'd probably say it's about a 3.5. It comes real strong from the minute you start biting into it. I thought, oh, hang on, this might actually really give me a bit of a burn here, but it's tapered, like bang, it's just leveled straight off, and it's sort of tapering off fairly quickly. Flavour's really not too bad. It's still hanging around there, which I like. I like a chili that holds its flavour in your mouth, and it doesn't sort of like dissipate too quickly once the heat takes over. So it's probably going to be a good chili all-rounded to put into your cooking, because you'll still be able to get that real sweetness. Like making a sauce with that, you're going to get a nice bite from the sauce, but you're also going to hold that flavour of what it's going to bring. It's not going to sort of like get you know, I suppose the heat's not going to overpower it like it does with some chilies. All right, bit of a mouth burn still, but I want to get into the other chili, the Ají Colorado. I just love the look of that. Right, so for me straight away, guys, that there appeals to me. Just that real noduly, wrinkly look about it. You know, if you can see there, I mean, it's just got some beautiful shapes to it. A little bit like a fatale, if I was to be honest with you. Sort of got that little bit of a fatale type sort of look. Again, I don't know a lot. I know that they're another Peruvian, but also found in Bolivia as well. So South American chilies, they use a lot of these sort of chilies in their cooking as well. Excellent spices, some really great dishes down in that way as well. And you know, look, I love any cooking that does include chilies. I wouldn't say, I don't know what the heat like with this one. The RG Rojo there wasn't a super hot, in my opinion. So they'd have some really good meals, I reckon, with some nice flavours. But okay, the orange, a little bit in the back of the throat. Orange Colorado and the internals there. Not a lot of seeds in that one there. I'd like to try and get a couple if I could. But again, I'm sure Daz will be able to help me out with a couple of seeds there, but I'll just try and grab a couple before I eat it. And there's a couple there, that's good. I only need a couple, and you normally be able to strike them pretty easily, and have them done there. So I think I've got about 5 seeds out here. Yeah, alright, we'll go with that. Daz, if I need some more, mate, I'm going to hit you up. But anyway, I just want to get into it. So here we go. The Ají Colorado Orange chili review. Oh, wow. Now there's some flavour right there. Unreal. Oh, man. Almost like a mango-y type flavour. Unbelievable. Definitely fruity. I mean, flavors between the two, this absolutely is 100% more tastier than the Rojo. It chews down really quickly. That whole pod's just basically chewed right down. Maybe even like a mandarin. Oh man, that's unreal. That's awesome. Slight heat building on top of what the Rojo was. I mean, pretty mild, I'd say. I guess at the end of the day, they're fairly mild in their chili heats. I have heard that with the ahis, that they're not too over the top heat. There's actually a bit of warmth actually building with that one. So I don't know whether it sort of flared up the Rojo a little bit as well. I can't really tell. That's why I don't like to try and do too many back-to-back chilies in a review. But that one's actually really hitting the throat a little bit more than the Rojo did. And a bit of an all-round nice mouth burn. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say whether or not that's hotter or not. Going right there, I'd say that was a little bit hotter. Oh, excuse me, than the Rojo. But it's that classic sort of mouth throat. It's not that real deep chin-inch burn that you get with your really hot Reapers, Scorpions, 7 Pots, any of those. Bit of drawl though. Wicked flavour. That flavour's still there. That is a great chili. I'm pretty keen to grow that one in particular next year. So I'm getting my list together now. I've only got a couple other varieties that I'm chasing to sort of have my 2022 season grow. But I'm just trying to, I've got to downsize the amount, I think, for next year. I went pretty hard this year, and I've got so many going. But I might want to just bring it down a notch and just specialise on a couple of particular varieties. So that's pretty warm. I reckon that is hotter than the Rojo. I'd probably give that about a 4.5, 5. Probably 4.5. Probably, yeah, a little bit hotter than the Rojo. Definitely the throat's on fire. It's got a really nice glow on the throat. All right, guys. Well, that's awesome. Daz, thanks heaps, mate, for dropping them off. I do still have this one from Dazza, and I know that he's going to mention this one to me. And I'm not trying to avoid it, mate. But he's got the... he gave me the CP115 Bumpy, which I have actually got growing as well. But have a look at that thing, guys. Look at that. That could be tonight. All right, Daz? So I'm not going to promise you anything yet. But it's still such a real nice, strong, real fresh. But the bumps and nodules all over this thing, well, you just know what that's going to do to you. Anyway, guys, more reviews on the way. Leave a comment, like I said, if you want to see Skirt's review tonight. Get around him. Pick him up, guys. He's, get his enthusiasm up. Yeah, again, Daz, cheers, mate. Really appreciate it. And as we say at the Chili Review, love them, grow them, respect them. Most importantly, get them into ya. Peace out, Chili Review, guys.